Hello, my fellow Americans and international friends, and welcome back into the Cal Report. Today is March 19th, 2026. So at the last Orange County Board of Supervisors meeting, the board had an agenda item before them, agenda item number 16 to be exact, which was called Approve the Proposed Response to Fiscal Year 2025-26 Grand Jury Report, quote, a breach of public trust in Orange County, end quote. Supervisor Sarmiento gave a 7.5-minute speech on why he apparently feels bad about voting to give himself a raise. Keep in mind, he gave that 7.5-minute speech about that right after he said he would make a brief comment on the matter. I'm not going to play his entire response, but I'll show you the more interesting parts. The grand jury report called them out for a lack of transparency and urged them to return the money by the end of the month. Let's take a look at what Sarmiento said.
Supervisor Sarmiento.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair, and I'm going to ask for your indulgence as well as the board's. I'm just going to make a brief comment on this. I want to speak candidly about the vote I took regarding the increase to the supervisor's salary. With the benefit of time and reflection, there are very few votes that I've regretted in my career as an elected official. This is one of them. At the time, I was thinking more on a straightforward basis where the compensation structure for supervisors throughout the state are basically connected to the percentage of the Superior Court judge's salary. So this has been in effect since 2005. It's been an ordinance that's held up. And I know that supervisors here and across the state do very hard work. I know that a lot of it is warranted because this is a large county, and for those of us who serve and have served in other capacities, we know that this is a daunting responsibility as well. Under California Government Code Section 1235 and the California Supreme Court decision in Olson v. Carey, compensation for elected officials generally cannot be reduced during the term for which they were elected. Those legal protections exist to prevent political retaliation and instability in compensation for public officials. This has long been held as strong public policy for those decisions and the legislative history behind Section 1235. If we move forward with an ordinance to decrease the board's salary, we would potentially invite a lawsuit, more than likely invite a lawsuit which we would likely lose due to the precedent set in the Olson case. Mr. County Counsel, anything you'd like to add to maybe some of the background?
No, thank you, Supervisor Sarmiento. The only way we could make this work, which I think would not be viable, would be to set a reduction prospectively only. But because some members are in the middle of their terms, as opposed to starting new terms in January, that would lead to an inequality, that some members would receive higher compensation than others. And I just don't think that would be a viable approach. I don't think it would obtain board support either. So I appreciate your comments. It's just very difficult to do this, to reduce compensation provided to an elected official during his or her term.
Great. Thank you. And thank you to, and I forget your Deputy County Counsel's name. Who?
I do have a team of all-stars, but particular credit goes to Mark Servino and Ronnie McSisai. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. And so, while we may not be able to undo the decision retroactively today, we can take some steps that will ensure greater transparency and accountability moving forward.
Sure sounds like a typical politician every time he talks. Let's let him continue.
So in final look here, I can't change the vote I took. It would obviously be very, very difficult to accomplish that, but I can be transparent about the thoughts that I've had since that vote was taken to address it and ensure that future changes are handled with greater openness and accountability.
Now, according to Voice of OC, Sarmiento and Chafee donated the extra money from their salaries to local charities. The board issued a response rejecting and disagreeing with the grand jury's report by voting 3-1-1, with Sarmiento abstaining. Seems like public trust in Orange County supervisors is getting worse with every meeting. Vote Wallace for District 2. That's it for today. Really appreciate you guys watching my video. As always, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, or please subscribe to the channel. Always appreciate it, guys. That's what's going on in California. Hey, God bless, take care, and I'll see you all next time.